area of regular polygons, and you went ahead and completed this investigation. And if you notice, it asks you for what is the area of one isosceles triangle in terms of A and S. So A, they told you, was the height. So basically, that was A. So what's the area of one triangle?
1/2 AS.
1/2 AS. Very good. Okay. What is the area of this pentagon in terms of A and S?
1/2 AS times 5.
Yeah, 1/2 AS times 5. So basically, it would be 5/2 A times S. Now notice what it says is it says repeat steps 1 and 2 with other polygons, and we're going to complete this table below. Okay, it's actually, on the next slide. But we have a hexagon, right? Hexagon, we have to figure out what's the area of one of those triangles? 1/2 AS. But how many do I have? 6. So what would the area of the entire hexagon be?
3 AS.
3 AS. Okay, we already had the 5/2. Well, you can already see the next one is 7/2. So basically, what am I doing?
Adding a half to every side.
I'm adding a half every time, okay? So let's think about something. If I'm given n, so like I was given 12 and I had 6 AS. I was given 10 and I'm given 5 AS. 8, I get 4 AS. If I'm given n over 2 AS. Okay, or 1/2 A times S times n. Same thing. Okay, you guys actually said n over 2 AS, and that's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about now something known as the apothem. Okay, the apothem. So, what does the apothem correlate to what we were just looking at in the investigation?
It's the distance. Is the height?
Yeah, but what did we call it in the previous investigation?
A.
A. There we go. It was A. That was the apothem, and you were doing that without not even knowing. It's the perpendicular segment from the center of the polygon's circumscribed circle to a side of the polygon. Now that's the formal definition. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to talk about the regular polygon area conjecture. And it says the area of a regular polygon, so just like the ones we got done looking at, is given by the formula, blank or blank, where A is the area, P is the perimeter, A is the apothem, S is the length of each side, and N is the number of sides. Well, we already have one of them, okay? One of them was the 1/2 ASN, remember? Or the N over 2 times AS. So you could actually have that if you wanted, N over 2 times AS. That's the same thing. Now we're going to write it in terms of perimeter. Okay. Any ideas?
P equals S5.
What?
P equals S5.
Okay, so let's see what the other one is. Okay, 1/2 A times the perimeter. Now let's think about that real quick. Perimeter is the distance all around, right? Okay, so the distance all the way around, if each of these is S, okay, S times the number of sides. So when we think about that, if S in this case was 2, my perimeter would be 2 times 5, which is 10. So basically what it's saying is that, let's do this here. This here in the formula is the perimeter. And that should make sense. Number of sides times the length of each side is going to be your perimeter. So you have two formulas. 1/2 ASN or 1/2 A times P, where P is the perimeter. So depending on what you're given in the problem, you'll have to figure out what formula to use. Okay? So your assignment from this section, pages 443 and 444, 1 through 8, 13 and 14. So let's go ahead and real quick turn to page 443. And we're going to look specifically at number 1 and make sure that we get started off on the right foot. Okay. So number 1, they tell you that they want you to find the area. And then they give you that S is 24 and A is what? 24.9. And so they want you to find the area. Okay? And so as I look at that figure, all right, I've got 2 area formulas. One is 1/2 the area times, or the apothem times the perimeter. The other is 1/2 ASN. Well, I have the A and the S. What about the N?
Yes.
What is the N in this problem?
7.
N is 7. How did you get the N?
Count.
You had to count the sides. Okay, so that's what you're going to have to do. Based on the figure they give you, you're going to have to count the sides and add that N in. And so then all it's going to be a matter of in this problem is 1/2 times 24 times 24.9 times 7. And you calculate that, and you're done. Okay? Questions? Okay, it for today.